Internet of Things. If you take this one, relationship of the Internet of Everything, if you take that people, process, data, things, everything is connected with the Internet of Things. And then here we can say that this Internet of Things is connecting all the web-enabled devices, and that devices can collect the data, send the data, and do actions on the data. That is with the help of embedded processes and communication software. What is that embedded systems? Embedded system processes. That is, if you take your mobile device is an embedded system.
Enter to Bluetooth.
All that
Bluetooth
chips,
connected.
whatever we are having in our that is in our mobile, that is if it is available within a mobile. That is same. If you take washing machine, that is if it is available. If you take the washing machine, that washing machine is having a chip and it is automatically controlling. That is, it is the what is the level of water, heat, everything we are able to do it with the help of the chip. That chip is available within that washing machine. Therefore, we can say that that is a embedded system. Therefore, we can say that these devices are a connected devices, smart devices, each to one, it is a related devices, and machine to machine communication is possible. With that, we are able to do the Internet of Things. And then here, all the devices are able to do the activity without any human intervention. That is the main thing here. That is right now, whatever the situation we are facing, in that situation, we are able to know that is without human intervention, have to happen. Therefore, for that, this Internet of Things is the solution for it. And then here, that what it is, online nature of our home and business networks, everything that IoT is going to do that one. Here, how that IoT works. It is based on the RFID, sensor, smart technology, and nanotechnology. What is that RFID? RFID is a that is we can say that that is a radio frequency identification. With that, we what it is, we are able to identify a person. Suppose if you are wearing a that ID card, you are having that RFID tag is there. Then whether you entered into the campus or not, that is your attendance can be marked with the RFID. Like the same that sensors auditors, we are able to, that is, if the sensor is with a particular person, we are able to find out where he is. Therefore, that sensor is also possible. Smart technology and also the nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is wherever it is, that is in the medical field and in all the fields, we are using that nanotechnology. Therefore, all those RFID sensors, smart technology and nanotechnology is the main component of our IoT networks. That is, if you take the IoT life cycle, this life cycle will be having the collecting the data, communicating the data, analyzing the data, and acting on the data. That is, collecting the data means what it is, whatever information we are collecting, that have to be transferred. That is, it has to be communicated to the next device to do what is the next step. And then based on that data, we have to analyze and act upon it. Therefore, that is the main IoT life cycle. We can say that elaborately, that is collection, is the devices and sensors are collecting the data everywhere, at our home, in our car, and at the office, and at the manufacturing plant. Wherever it is collecting the data. And then the communication, that data has to be sent, and then everything, how it is communicated with the help of the networks, and it is happening with the help of the cloud platform, private data center, and also the home network. And then analysis, that is, we have to, whatever data, you know the difference, because if you are a computer science person, you know what is the difference between the data and the information. Data is simply a data, raw data, and information is what it is a processed data. Therefore, here, whatever data, simply 5, 10, like that, numbers will be there. That 5, 10 numbers have to be analyzed, and we have to bring meaning to the data. That is what is known as an information. Therefore, visualizing the data, building the reports, filtering the data, everything can be done with the help of the analysis. And then based on the analysis, the action have to be taken. What we have to do based on the data, that is the final one, that is a collection, communication, analysis, and action. And the next is the structure of IoT. It is here, IoT means we told that it is going to collect the data, communicate the data, and then analyze the data, and it is going to do action upon it. And we are going to use the RFID, sensors, nanotechnology, and also this embedded intelligence we are going to do. How we are going to do that one? We are going to tag the things, we are going to feel the things, we are going to shrink the things, and we are going to think the things. That is here, tagging the things. That RFID can be used as a tag, and it can be incorporated in our bike, that is the ID card and other thing. That feeling things, that sensors can find out. If you take sensors, there are lots of sensors are there. That is motion sensors, temperature sensor. Then like that, we are having many type of sensors that can be used to find out the feelings things, and also the shrinking things, because we want to have the size of each and everything very smaller. Therefore, that nanotechnology is going to help us to bring it. That is, in the beginning, olden days, our mainframe computers are very big, a small size like that it was. And then later on now, that laptop and also our mobile, everything comes in a very handy situation. Therefore, that miniaturization, that nanotechnology is needed. And then thinking things, that is the embedded intelligence in devices through sensors, has formed the network connection to the internet. Therefore, we are able to control everything with the help of that embedded intelligence. And then here, if you take what comprises IoT network, that is here information technology, and also the operational technology, and what else? That is smart objects. That is, information technology is the everything, and operation technology, that means what it is, all things are there. That things and the internet information technology is going to operate the things to do the activity, and then with the help of it, we are able to have the smart objects. Therefore, that smart objects and operational technology and information technology, all things together is going to be our IoT network. That is, we can say what is the IoT ecosystem. IoT applications, that is, what are the applications and enabling technology, and we are going to use that in the marketplace. Therefore, this is known as our IoT ecosystem. And here, if you take that one, IoT breakthrough innovation like semantic interoperability, energy harvesting, and also sustaining innovation like integration of cloud technologies and the nanotechnologies and virtual worlds. You know what is the innovation and what is the invention. That is here, if we are finding something, that is some new things you are finding it, that is known as a your invention. And then in that itself, you are going to find out something different, something new. Therefore, that is known as a innovation. Therefore, here, if you take this one, convergence of our IoT everywhere. This technology, if you take robotics, natural interfaces, 3D printing, Internet of Things, cognitive systems, next generation security, everything is there, everything converge to our Internet of Things. So here, if you take convergence of consumer, business, and industrial internet, that is here, consumer internet means what it is, our Facebook, YouTube, and everything. And then industrial internet means we are able to have the technologies and everything. And then if you take the business internet, that is with the help of a WebEx and Google. Now we can say that this WebEx and other things used for the education also. Therefore, everything convergence into our IoT. Here, if you see this one, this is the IP convergence. Therefore, here, this IP convergence, you are able to see all the devices, what we are using, our mobile devices, and with the Wi-Fi connection, laptop, and also the smartphone, tablet, everything, we are able to communicate with the help of an internet protocol, and that is existing to our IoT with healthcare and other things also. And then here, if you take this technology conversion, it is Internet of Things, and it is related to the machine to machine, Internet of Services, cloud computing, cyber physical systems, robotics, software agents, autonomous systems, everything one to one linked with each other. That is the technology convergence we have. And then here, IoT enabling technologies. Here, the future internet, that is our present day situation, and discovery services, cloud computing, communication, sensor networks, security, everything IoT enabling technologies. Now here we are having IoT and those technologies are there. What are the open issues we face? Architecture, edge devices, servers, and services, governance, meaning, identity, interfaces, service openness, interoperability, connections of real and virtual world, and spectrum standards. That means what it is. That is architecture. That is, even though we have many devices, the things and everything is there, how we are going to connect each other. That is the architecture, and then governance of all those things with the help of naming and the interface, how we are going to connect each devices, and how we are going to do interoperability and connections of real and virtual world. Everything is an open issue, and also the spectrum. While we are communicating from devices to the devices, how we are going to do that one. That is also a spectrum problems, and also the standards. And then here, smart environments and smart spaces, that is smart cities, smart transport, smart buildings, smart living, smart health, everything smart, that is with the help of this IoT only. Here, again, we are having the same smart environments. Take the smart planet, it's what it is, our green environment. That environmental sensors are going to help us to get us as a green environment nowadays. Because of this pandemic situation, we are able to have that green environment slightly, slowly we are moving into that green environment. And then the smart buildings, smart industry, and also the smart cities, and then smart transport, smart living, everything is possible now. Here, this smart world illustration, this is what it is. It's a whole one picture of Lithium Smart World. This is going to have everything based on the internet. That is Internet of Things, air pollution, smartphone detection, perimeter access control, radiation levels, and also electromagnetic levels, and also here traffic management, smart parking, golf courses, waste management, everything can be automated. Everything can be done with the help of this. And then here, embedded in Internet of Energy applications, we can see that with the help of a radio frequency, and also this energy sector, and also the smart appliances, and also the vehicle that transports, and also the lighting, that is LED lamps and other things, mobile devices, everything can be possible with the help of this Internet of applications. If we take that one, the societal needs and market places. That is here, if we take this infotainment and communication, security, energy, transport, health, these are the applications and service domains. And then what are the markets involving in it? That is in the health, personal health monitoring and driver monitoring, biosensors, and also the smart key and telematics and other things that can also be given here. And also here, energy, that is power efficiency, ultra power, and also this EV and HV driving and higher vehicles, that is high-end vehicles. Everything can be done with the help of that energy, smart sensor talk, crash-free, and etc. etc. Therefore, these are the societal needs and market sectors. And then here, industrial internet application. Now this internet is of things enter into the industry, and it is making lots and lots of usefulness for the industrial world to move into the other one. To say this one, I can give you an example. That is one factory in north side, they are having a zero labor factory. What is that zero labor factory? That is right from that time it is switched on by itself. That is exactly, suppose the company is going to, that industry is starting at 9 o'clock. Then at 9 o'clock exactly the industry starts, And then afterwards, what it is going to, if assuming that it is an industry of some cola company, then what it is, the bottles are making it ready, and the bottles can filter that liquid of whatever liquid it will be prepared, and the gas will be incorporated in that liquid, and that will be filled in that, everything with the help of the machines itself, without any labor. Everything is done, and it is packed, and then the packed cola bottles are packed in a box, and it is coming out in a vehicle. Therefore, like that, we are able to do everything without any labor. That is possible with the help of this Internet of Things. And then here, this industrial internet, if you take that one physical data loop, we have what it is, physical and human networks is there, and then intelligent flows back into machines and instrumented industrial machines, and then here industrial data systems, and we are using the machine-based algorithm and the data analysis with the help of the big data analytics and the remote centralized data. We are able to do that one. What is that big data analytics? Here, Internet of Things, what it is going to collect so much of data. That data have to be analyzed, and if it is going to be a very big sector, then big data comes into picture, and then we are able to with the help of a remote centralized data visualization, we are able to monitor the industry, and we are able to communicate and do the next thing. And then here, if you take that cloud-based IoT, big data applications, we are having that what it is, we are real-time actions, observe it, and performance and optimization, proactive and predictive. That means here what it is, if we know that these are the data and these are the data visualization with the help of it, and with the help of the big data analytics, we are able to think about the future, and we can do that one, and we are able to do the proactive and predictive, and that we can do that one for the industry to do the activities of what to be done next. And then here, what are the key requirements of the IoT big data platform? Scalability. What is a scalable one? Scalable one means what it is, how much things we are able to add. That is like computers, how many we are able to include in a internet network environment. Like that, scalability is important. How many is going to be the people we must have that scalability. And then real time, that one. That means what it is, in the real time, it has to be calculated and is intelligent and dynamic. We have to use our ideology, and we have to do the analyzation and distributed and decentralized. That means what it is, all those things, all the things and data, computers, everything is available in so many places, and we have to collect all those things, and we have to do that one. And the decentralization means what it is, if that a particular industry is there, and it is having so many machines and that is instruments, and if some problem happens in one instrument, if it is a decentralized system, that information will be reaching to the immediate authority, not to the higher authority. Therefore, that immediate authority person can do the immediate rectification of the machine, and that is going to help them to smoothly run the system. Therefore, the distributed and decentralized environment is going to help us for our IoT, and everything that security and privacy is the main thing. And then if you take, these are some basic concepts of IoT, and then now what it is, how we are going to see what are the applications available in IoT, and with the help of that IoT, we are able to automate the human life itself. Therefore, if you take building and home automation, manufacturing, that is the industry need, and also the medical and healthcare system, and also in the media, environmental monitoring, infrastructure management, energy management, transportation, and better quality of life for elderly. For everything, we are going to have the IoT. If you take a slight glimpse of what are those, this one here, child and pet finder. That is here, with the help of that IoT device, we are able to find out a child if it is missing, or the pet is missing, everything. If provided we have that sensor which is available with the wearables of the person, that is either to the pet or to the child, and also smart toothbrush, and also some fitness trackers, infant monitor, smart cells, the retail shops, and also the pollution warnings, smart refrigerators, and also the smart shoes and smart gardening. We are going to see everything one by one. And then one more thing to add up, smart sprinkler control, that is a smart gardening one, glucose monitoring for the healthcare, smart AC for the smart home, blood pressure monitor is also for the smart home, smart garbage cans, it is for the smart city, and smart lighting is for the smart home. Anyway, we will be seeing all those things. That is machine to machine world of connected services, that Internet of Things is going to help us in all those sectors. That is, if you take the word itself, you elaborately see the screen, it is going to cover the full Internet of Things, that world of connected services. And then everything, how it is possible with the help of the sensors and the smart systems. And I have shown you some sensors that is which are available even in the car lock keys and other things. These are some pictures that is going to help you where and where we have the sensors and the smart system. And then thanks to the organizers, they have planned to have provide a e-certificate for those they are visiting this seeing the online class FDP. Therefore, this is a Google form. You have to fill it up, and I hope it will be displayed in the monitor also. That is in the chart window. The same link will be posted. I hope so.
Yeah.
ஹலோ மேம்.
Yes, ma.
இப்போ இதுல வந்து ஒரு சிலதெல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு கரெக்டா தெரியல ஆன்லைன்ல கரெக்டா.
சரி.
இப்போ வந்து நான் இப்போ எப்படி இது பேசணும்னா எது ஒண்ணுமே தெரியல இதுல, அதுக்காக தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன்.
புரியலம்மா, என்ன சொல்ல வரீங்கன்னு புரியல.
இப்போ ஒரு சிலதெல்லாம் வந்து நீங்க அப்படியே நடத்திட்டே போயிட்டீங்களா, அதுல ஒரு சிலதெல்லாம் வந்து கரெக்டா எங்களுக்கு அந்த லைன் கிடைக்கல.
Okay. See, I can, that is through the, when they are going to send the certificate, I will ask them to share my PPT also.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Mainly
Sure.
that certificate, this is going to give you only that pictures only. Whatever I am saying, that is going to be the information. But anyway, whatever it is, I can ask the organizers to share the PPT to all the participants through the when they are going to submit the e-certificate.
ஓகே மேம். எப்படி மேம் அது இப்போ நீங்களே இது பண்ணி இப்போ நாங்கள் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணதுனால வந்துருமா எப்படி?
Yes, ma. You can send it through that link. That is, if you do that one, you will get an email for your certificate. With that, I will ask them to send share my PPT also.
Okay.
Madam, I shared that form link, madam.
Okay, okay. I have seen that, sir. Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah. Yes,
Shall I continue?
Yes, madam.
Okay, okay. Okay. Fine. Yes, viewers. So far we have seen many IoT, what is an IoT and how it is exactly working with the help of that sensors and everything. And now we will be seeing our applications, what are the main applications we are going to have it that we will be seeing here. That is cities, that is smart cities. But the main thing is smart parking, monitoring of parking spaces available in the city. Therefore, here nowadays, what it is, parking the vehicle is a very much problematic one that can be avoided with the help of this smart parking. And here, structural health, that is the material conditions of the buildings, bridges, and historical monuments can be verified with the help of this IoT, and where they are able to do the immediate requirements. Nowadays, I hope you all know that one. In Delhi, Agra, our Taj Mahal, to make the beauty of that Taj Mahal, they use that Multani Matti and they covered everything. And then they have made that brightness come alive again. Like that, we are able to find out what is the material condition of the building, bridges, and historical monuments with the help of this IoT, and also sound monitoring. That is, these are some centric zones. Here we should not make much noise, and from where we are getting that noises and everything, that can be identified, and also the traffic congestion. That is, the vehicles and pedestrian levels and everything that can be monitored with the help of this IoT. That is smart lightning. That is here in the street also. Nowadays, what it is, we might have seen that one. Yesterday night, where they might have on the lights, and it was lighting till the 10 a.m. and all. Therefore, if it is going to be a smart lightning, if the sun comes immediately, automatically the lights will be switched off. Therefore, that is a smart lighting, and also that waste management. That is deduction of rubbish levels in containers to the trash collection units. That also can be done with the help of that IoT. That is, here what it is, there will be a sensor which is available in the dustbin, and that dustbin, what it is, if it reaches to the level, that is, the dustbin is full, immediately that information will be sent to the device where they are having that vehicle to take the dustbin. Therefore, then automatically the vehicle will come and it will take all those dustbin contents, and then it will take the trash out. Therefore, that is a waste management. That is also another advantage of our smart city, and also the intelligent transport systems. That is here, smart road and intelligent highways. That means what it is, that is, if there is any climatic condition or any accidents or any traffic jam, that will be informed to all the vehicles and everything with the help of this IoT. That is also another advantage of the smart city. With the help of that, here if you see that one, this is an example. That is, it is connected traffic signals. All the signals are connected with the IoT, and we are able to get that reduced congestion, improved emergency services, response, lower fuel usage. That is here, there is a traffic signal and we have to wait for a longer time, that can be avoided with the help of this. That is, we are able to get the message in our mobile itself. There is a route problem is there, or you have to wait for a longer time. Then immediately we can move out of that way and we can go to some other route. Therefore, that is possible with the help of this connected traffic signals, and also parking and lighting. That is, where to park. Suppose we are going to a mall, whether there is a parking lot is there, or you want to reserve a parking, that also can be done with the help of this one. And also the city services like service delivery, increased revenues, and environmental monitoring, everything is possible. And then here, another this diagram is showing you how we are able to connect everything with the help of that smart city, smart parking, structural health, noise maps, smart lighting, and smart roads. And then here, smarter traffic and pollution control is the main thing of this smart cities. And then here, in this a smart city is going to be the city of the future. That is, everything is going to be controlled by a Internet of Things, and we are able to have, that is, even the waste management or any fuel or water scarcity, whatever problem we are facing in the city, that will be immediately taken care of by the urban managements, and also the traffic management, and also everything is possible with the help of this smart cities. And then here, that smart city opportunities and challenges. That smart city is a concentration of people and devices. Currently, 72% of the population lives in urban areas, using 70% of the energy. That is here, if with the help of the smart city, suppose in one area, we are having the residential area is there, industry area is there. That is, here in the residential area in the daytime, and that energy usage will be very less compared to the industry area. Therefore, depends on the energy monitoring. That is, they are able to use some smart grid facility. With that, what it is, they are able to find out where it is needed more. There, that energy will be, that is, more power will be sent to that one. that can be possible with the help of this smart grid. That is one of the application of this smart city. And then with the help of this IoT, big data, we are able to get the energy systems, mobility, climate change, and also water, air quality. Everything can be autonomic car, everything can be done. Here, another one interesting usage is a smart hotel rooms. That is, before going to book that hotel itself, we are able to see everything in the website, and after seeing the location and also the how that hotel room is there, that parch look, everything based on that only nowadays we are booking the hotel. And then to improve, but apart from that, that better travel and the experience, now in smart hotel rooms, what they are using is they are giving the card based door key with a smartphone. That is, with a smartphone itself, you are able to open your room, and no need to carry any separate key for it. And also, if usually you'll be having a temperature, room temperature, you want to have this much, and when you are there in the hotel room, you are using some 25-degree air condition facility, and then afterwards, after you go out and come back, automatically it will adjust the air condition facility to the same thing, that is to the sir, I think I'm unable to share the screen. Hello?
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. My screen is visible.
Oh, no, your screen is not visible. Can you try again? Can you try the content again?
Now it is visible, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes. Very much.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
therefore, here what it is, our hotel rooms are connected with this Internet of Things, the heating and lighting, how we wanted based on the visitor's personalized experience. நம்ம இந்த ஹோட்டல் ரூம்ல நம்மளுக்கு இந்த டெம்பரேச்சர் வேணும், இல்ல இந்த மாதிரி லைட்டிங் தான் வேணும், நம்ம ஹோட்டலை விட்டு நம்ம வெளியில போயிட்டு ஒரு விசிட் ஒரு போயிட்டு திரும்ப வரதுக்குள்ளார வாட் எவர் வி வாண்ட் டு ஹேவ் இட், நம்மளோட பர்சனலைஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல வி ஆர் ஏபிள் டு செட் த room lighting as well as the room heating, temperature, everything that can be possible with the help of this IoT. That is a smart hotel room, and also we are able to check in and we are able to come out in a very nice way. And the next is this IoT is helping in the rail operations, that is in the trains situation, that is we are able to have the passengers security, that is in station and onboard safety. That is, if the person is entering into that one, whether he entered into that one, that sensor will be watching that one. Therefore, here, if the person is in between the door, okay, immediately that door won't close it. Like our, we might have experienced in the lift and all, the same thing is possible in the trains and all. So that if the person is on the way or in between in the door, that is, then the train won't move. Therefore, that is a passenger security one. And also route optimization. We are able to find out which route is going to be the best one. That also, with the help of that IoT, to reach from one place to another place, which train we can select it, and like that we are able to find it out. And also the critical sensing, that transforming the data to the actionable intelligence, proactive maintenance, accident avoidance, everything will be the possible one. And then the connected car, that is wireless. With the help of that wireless router, we are able to find out, that is, whether the car is ready and everything. We are able to reduce the congestion, increased efficiency, safety, collision avoidance, fuel efficiency. Everything is possible with the help of IoT. With the sensors, we are able to find out whether the fuel is very less. Immediately, that is going to be informed to the drivers. And also here, suppose if there is any problem in the tire, that information also can be given to the driver, that is stating that your tire is punctured or tire is having very less air and etc. This type of information with the help of the sensors can be given to the driver. That is going to help us a lot for a safe driving. And then here, efficient waste management, already I told you, you can see that garbage can, and that garbage can, if it is filled, it is sending the information to the cloud platform. And then with that cloud platform, that information is given to the driver, and the person is going to come out and he's going to take the truck, and he's going to take the garbage from the cans and then to the proper places. Therefore, that is how come it is possible with the help of the sensing device that waste management can be happening in a very nice one in a smart city. And also smart Internet of Things school. That is, if you take a school, lots and lots of activities can be happen with the help of the Internet of Things, digital classroom and a whiteboard display, and also here online testing and robots can be used to cleaning purpose, and also augmented and virtual reality can be possible, and also with the help of wearables for athletics and attendance tracking and supplies and inventory checking, and also the 3D printers, laser trimmers, and also the air quality throughout the school can be monitored, sensors in the parking lot, and also surveillance security cameras, and also that LMS, CMS, content management system, learning management system. Nowadays, this is going to be our future. I hope so. Because of that situation, whatever is happening, everyone is going to, we have to move into that Internet of Things, and everything is going to be personalized learning, and everything will be this with the help of that Internet. And then traffic management system. That is, suppose that there is a problem in one particular road, some accident, some road repair or something have to be happening. Then if it is going to be a smart traffic system, immediately it learns about that and inform the other cars which are going to come in that proper way. Therefore, based on that information, immediately that roads traffic can be deviated, and we can ask the to take another route. Everything is possible with the help of this traffic management system that convey the live instructions to drivers through the smart devices and radio channels is possible, and the city schools and workplaces near the project can be informed, and also the network will make it as a self-dependent system for the real-time control is possible. And then IoT application for energy sector. Because here power is the main thing. That is, we are going to use the Internet of Things. Therefore, all the things have to be connected always with the help of the power only. Therefore, that power grids play a major role in our Internet of Things. And then here, it has to collect the data. Only if the system is, the device is on, then only it is able to collect the data, and we have to do the instant analysis of the electricity circulation and everything. Therefore, that will be the energy sector plays a major role, and it is going to optimize the usage of the resource also can be possible with the help of this IoT. And then here, IoT sensors. That is, we know about the sensors. Sensors are able to feel the sensor and motion sensor like that. So many sensors are there. These sensors are connected to the circuit boards with the help of Arduino boards and also Raspberry Pi. These are the circuit boards which are going to help us to connect this IoT sensors to the computer devices, so that we are able to communicate all those sensor information to the computer for the data collection, and we are able to work on it. Therefore, here, if you take that IoT sensors, they are not only gathering the data for the environments, and it has to send to the connected devices. Therefore, for sending this to the connected devices, they have to use this IoT sensors. And then here, I'm saying so many devices, and they are going to be connected with everything. How we are going to operate with the help of the smartphone. Smartphone is going to do the real magic of how we are going to operate all our Internet of Things with the help of the smartphones. And then we can say another example is a driverless car. Nowadays, what it is, cars are coming with a driver, without driver, and then this is going to equipped with lots and lots of numerous sensors and that sensors are going to be connected to the internet, and it is going to manage the speed, location, and also the battery storage of a vehicle, and how it is going to travel through all those, and also the garage door opening, internal temperature control, everything can be controlled with the help of a mobile device, and with the driverless cars, we are able to do that one. And we can take one example as a Tesla car. It is a really big achievement of in the field, and it can remotely control the temperature, lights, charging of the car, and also the speed, location, battery status, upgrade itself automatically, and also it can fix a service schedule at the car service station by itself. That is also possible with the help of some 18 sensors to automate the things. Therefore, this Tesla car is a battery car, and it is going to be a very big, very helpful, and also very big for example for a IoT. And then if you come to the environment, if you take a forest fire detection, that is monitoring of gases, and suddenly in so many places forest that fire is catching, therefore that one have to be with the sensors, we are able to find out, and immediately that information have to reach to the authorities. Immediate rectifications can be done with the help of that. Therefore the environment, that IoT plays a major role. And also the air pollution, that is the control of CO2 emission of factories, pollution emitted by cars, toxic gases generated in farms, everything can be done. And also the landslide and avalanche prevention, earthquake early detection, all those things, that sensor is playing a major role. And then coming to the water. Water quality is must. Without water, nothing can be possible. And the water suitability in rivers and the sea, and also that water leakages, river floods, and everything. It can be monitored with the help of the sensors. And I can proudly say that now Ganga river is full of, without any problems, we are able to, it becomes a drinkable water. Therefore it's very happy to know that one, but only because of that situation, this one, that is a very pathetic one. But anyway, water becomes a very well quality water in Ganga river now. And then for this environmental health, that is to avoid the pollutants or pollen, and also airborne contaminants, all those things can be avoided with the help of that sensors. We are able to city sensors are there that can inform the main CPU, onboard CPU, and with that we are able to know what is the present situation and what are the rectifications have to be done. Here some applications I'm showing it here for the irrigation based on the soil level, whether water is needed for the soil. Based on that irrigations can be happening, and also livestock farming, and also fish farming, storage and logistic, and that one. What is a livestock farming? That is time to time some food has to be given to the livestock. That can be done with the help of this livestock farming. And also fish farming also, that is exactly at this time this much quantity of food have to be poured into the water, and everything can be done, and fresh water, everything can be with the help of this application domain. Already I told about that smart grid and smart metering. That smart grid and smart metering can connect all the devices of a place, and with that we are able to know what is the tank level, photovoltaic installation, water flow, and also stock calculation. Everything can be analyzed, and we are able to do the action upon it. I can show you another example here in a smart village in Japan. That is, they are getting all those information like information, healthcare, resident information, user profile. All those data has been collected, and with that they are making a decision of what to be done. Therefore, they are offering some personalized and aware services, context aware services for the particular person based on that smart grid facility. And then this smart grid, supply and demand of electricity, management of resources, fault detection and repairs, everything can be happening with the help of our smart grid. And also the same smart grid, it is helping in the industrial IoT. Because IoT is playing a major role in the industry. Therefore, for real-time surveillance of energy supply and demand, and also for the intelligence to manage the resources efficiently, we are going for this smart grid facility. That companies, they are using this more efficiently for the manufacturing of energy transmission, distribution, consumption of the electricity network, communicates data about the state, and everything can be possible with the help of the smart network. And the next is security and emergencies, because perimeter access control, radiation level, if there is any explosive and hazardous gases are there, that is if there is any chemical factory in our surrounding and we are able to have some any leakage and all, that can be find out with the help of the sensors, and immediately rectifications can be done. That is another advantage of this IoT field. And also here, in the retail one, what it is here in the supply chain control, that is many stores and everything nowadays they are using that smart cells. Okay, with the smart cells, what are the things they usually a particular persons will be taking again and again, that particular items will be moving in front, the remaining items will go down, like that. So many supply retail stores, they are using this IoT smart system for the logistics, for storage, as well as for fleet tracking. That means the goods are traveling from one place to other place. They have to monitor whether it is going safely or not. Everything with the help of the sensors to connect to the devices, we are able to do that one. Therefore, that is another advantage of that one. And the next is smart supply chain management with the IoT devices. That risk and supply chain management can be avoided, and inventory management, vendor relationship, fleet management, scheduled maintenance, everything can be done in a very efficient way. And in retail sectors, that experience of buying the goods from the retail shops, it becomes very effective and very interesting for the persons. How it is going to be if you are going inside the particular shop, and whatever items you are taking, that can you can put it in your basket, then automatically the bill will be included. Okay, and then here if it is going to be if you are removing a particular item, again that item will be removed. Therefore, that can be done with the IoT retail sectors. And with the help of the smart barcode reader, we are able to see that one. That is here, all those items whatever we are using, that items can be monitored with the help of that smart barcode readers. And also in the industrial perspective, we are able to use that in a very effective way. As it is going to be a slightly time is going to come. I'm going little fast. Anyway, I will share this PPT. IoT for industry, and we are having the retail applications. I told you already. Here, main thing is this NFC. It is near field communication. That is, after you purchase, immediately you are able to pay it with your smartphone, the wallet. We are able to do that one. And I have already told about that smart shelves, and that is where whatever items, if many persons are taking, that particular item will be filled very fastly in that smart cell, so that that can be utilized by the person. And smart gardening, based on the level of the soil level and water needed and everything, that watering will be done with the help of a smart gardening. And also, I told you already, no cashiers or cash counters for the Amazon Go. With the Amazon wallet, you are able to pick a product and we are able to use it. And when we are coming out, we are able to remove that one. That is, if you remove it, if you're coming out of the store, you are able to, that money will be deducted from your Amazon wallet. Therefore, this Amazon Go is another interesting one. That IoT connected factory, it allows the control of range of devices, factory solution for connecting, monitoring, and control of remote industrial devices is possible with the help of this IoT connected factory. That industrial Internet of Things is playing a major role. Connect the factory you already have, and we are able to have an end-to-end visibility, and whatever things you want to transform, you are able to do it in a very efficient way. That is the industrial Internet of Things. And supply chain management, that is where our goods are transported, where it is traveling, we are able to accurately track the goods, and for the better appearance of a shipment, that is possible. And we are able to track the vehicle, where it is going, particular your goods, where it is moving, we are able to do that one. And by the data, whatever we are getting it, based on that, we are able to do the data analytics for getting that how we can effectively do the next possibilities. Everything can be done with the help of IoT data analytics. If you take that, agriculture is most nowadays, agriculture is the main important one. In this situation, everyone is depending on the food, and with the food we can live peacefully. Therefore, for that, what it is that agriculture plays a major role. And then here in IoT is doing its major role in smart farming. Therefore, here we are able to do smart sensing and monitoring, and we are able to do the smart control, and we can do the planning with the help of this IoT. And we are able to do with so many sensors available in the farm, we are able to get when to harvest the crops, and what are the fertilizers needed, and we are able to track the animals also. Everything is possible with the help of this IoT, and it is going to help you in the agriculture for machines, for routine operation, water management, drones for field monitoring, soil monitoring sensor. These are some advanced, we can use it in the farming. And animal farming, that is animal farming, we are able to locate and identify the animals, where it is going and everything. And also study of a ventilation and air quality in farms, that also can be possible in the animal houses. And also comes to the next is the domestic and home automation. That is how much energy we are using, and then water usage, that can be controlled. And also switch off and switch off some appliances remotely. Suppose you forgot to switch off any one device in your home, then you went out and you want to switch off, that you can do it with the help of your smart devices. Therefore, this is going to be a remote control application, and also intrusion detection system. That is, if anybody is coming intruding in your house, that also can be detected. That also with the help of a sensors. And also arts and goods prevention, that is here preservation. Some suppose the contents, whatever we are having it in the museum, whether it is safe, that can be monitored. If it is moved out of that museum, that can be immediately found out with the help of this monitoring IoT devices. And if you already, as I have told you, that is anything we forgot to switch it off, that can be rectified with the help of that smart home devices. And we are able to maintain the air conditioner, and also the lighting, everything is possible. And with the help of that fingerprint PC lock and fingerprint door lock and all, we are able to make our smart home very secured one. And then here, this Apple HomeKit, and many of you know about Alexa also. That is what it is. We are able to control everything with our voice note itself. So remotely, we can control, or with the voice note, we are able to control the devices in our home with the help of this Apple HomeKit. And the smart refrigerator. That is smart refrigerator. Suppose inside that when some item is getting spoiled, that information will come to your mobile. And also, if you want to, that is suppose milk is less, there is no milk, that information will also can be informed to the through the smartphone. And even in some cases, that fridge automatically can order online what are the items are less. That is always we want to have the milk in the refrigerator. If it is not there, then automatically it can order online also. That is also possible. That is in the smart refrigerator. And also smart air monitor, that is depends on what is the pollution level, and also what is the temperature level, that can be informed with the pollution warnings. And also the what is known as the smart shoes. That is, with the tap, we are able to change the color of the smart shoe. And also we are able to send some information, and we can call a cab, monitor your steps and calories burned. Everything can be possible with the help of a smart shoe. And also access to devices, theft avoidance, that also can be done with this, also with the help of this sector. And then smart thermostats, already I have mentioned that with the help of it we are able to find out how much, what is the temperature inside that one. And this Philips bulbs, this is going to help you to change the color base, color of our light of a room with the help of this. It depends on your mood, you can change. Suppose if you are going to watch a movie, you can change to a certain color. And then if it is going to be you are going to read something, you want to have the light, that is what is the dense intensity of the light, you can dim to medium to the full. By everything can be done with the help of your mobile, and you can change the colors, and everything can be possible with the help of this Philips Hue bulbs. And also for the health sector, that is, suppose a person is a disabled person is there, he is wearing some wearable. With the wearable device, he is able to, suppose suddenly if he fall down also, that can be identified, and that information can be given to the other persons in the house. Therefore, that is fall detection and medical fridges, sportsman care, patient surveillance, ultraviolet radiation. In everything that IoT healthcare is connected, and we can say that it is a internet of medical things. That is, medical things means what it is here, for all the medical purpose and for the healthcare system, we are using this internet of things. And to monitor the data of a particular person, or every ICU patient is there, his the monitoring of his levels, blood pressure, sugar levels, oxygen, and other things, everything can be monitored, and immediately that can come to the persons that is to the computer, or to the person, the doctor, or everything, physician, everything can be possible with the help of this IOMT. That is, I told you about this wearable. With the wearable, the person's body temperature and also the blood pressure level and everything can be identified. And we can see that so many other devices are also there for this IOMT. And also this smart toothbrush. That is the way how we are brushing and what are the pressure in your that is tooth, and everything can be identified with the smart toothbrush. And what is the problem in your mouth also, that is dental problems, everything can be identified with the help of this smart toothbrush. And infant monitor, this is a Mimo monitor. This monitor is going to help you to find out the by infant, what is the temperature of the body temperature, and then any movement is there, everything can be collected. Therefore, that is not just learning thermostat that can be identified. And also health fingers can be collected with a tattoo sensor. Tattoo sensor can be removed after use, and this sensor is going to find out the temperature of the person, and other signals can be find out. And apart from tattoo sensor, we are having the clothing. This clothing sensor, this is going to help you to find out the heart rate, calories burned, activity levels, breathing depths, and other things. Therefore, with that, what it is, we are able to find out if it is, he's a sports person. All those informations can be collected with the Polo Tech shirt. That is possible. And already that Apple Watch also already, which is available, which can keep track of all your health and daily activities. And this microchips are used in your collars of a pet or other one to find out the pet finder. And also this Google Glass, this is a headset designed with the optical head display. If you wear this eyeglasses, you are able to find out the voice activation. We can interact, see, or surf the net, click the pictures. Everything is possible with it. Is a smartphone like free form. This is a Google Glass. And then next is a Internet of Nano Things. Nano things means what it is here, it is going to be a 10 power minus 9. It is going to be very minute thing. Therefore, this Internet of Nano things plays a major role in our medical field and also in the research. Here, if you can see this bug is what it is. This can go anywhere and it can record and it can take some videos. And also, you might be knowing that one advantage of this nano bug, if it is inserted in a person who's having the cancer, if he is wherever which are that bug can find out the cancer cells, and it will pour the medicine to kill that cancer cell, and so that that cancer cell will be deleted, and but the other good cells won't be deleted because of that bug, and it is dissolvable because it is a nano thing, and also it is a dissolvable material. It can be used inside the cancer patient. Like that, this Internet of Things is helping in a lot more way for a society, and also Internet of military things. That is not only in the other household and other things. In the military also, this Internet of Things is playing a major one with the help of the smart technology, and we can see that in the battlefield, how that information with the drones and other bombs and everything, that can be given information with the help of this control over the smart one. This is a smart munitions. That means what it is? It is a smart bomb. Therefore, it can be activated with the from anywhere with the help of this one IoT technique. And also there is a smart gun. Also, I'm showing this is also that is they are able to find out the whom it is pointing at, everything that can be monitored from some from a remote place. Therefore, that is also a smart gun. And also, if you take so many things everywhere, there is a IoT is usable, but there is a security problem. Suppose if you take this in a hydroelectric plant in US, there what it is under the mine, they are so many persons will be working. There, what is the pressure to be maintained? Everything will be controlled by IoT. If suppose somebody else is changing that one, then it will be a problem to the whole persons who are all there under the mine. Therefore, this type of security problems are there. Therefore, that can be avoided. Therefore, that security problems playing the major role can be avoided with the help of some biometrics devices. Therefore, with the biometrics, we are able to do wonders in controlling the IoT devices. You all know about the fingerprint and also the facial thermogram, hand geometry, face reduction, yarn reduction, iris, palm print, voice, and then retina, signature, and also the gate. Gate means what it is? It is a that is you are able to show that one. That is this gate means how the way we are walking. With that, we are able to find out who is the person and everything. I can show you a link also. That is this video. This is a airport. There, a person is moving inside. That is no need to show his passport or anything. And simply by the way how we are, he is walking, he is able to find out this is a correct person. Therefore, that is another way we are able to do that one. Therefore, by the way how they are walking, we are able to find out who is the person and everything, that without checking the passport and everything. Therefore, this is another way. Therefore, we can say that with the help of biometrics and also with the help of IoT, we are able to do wonders in the world, and that is going to help us for this to overcome and to live in the 2020, and to come out of all those problems. And that one. These are my references. I just want to conclude with a note: be happy, stay positive, stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, and pray to Almighty to come out of the pandemic sessions soon. Therefore, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was such a wonderful, informative session. Really so happy to have you here. Participants, if you have any questions, you can post it to ma'am. One by one, please.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
This is Dr. Suresh Kumar speaking, madam.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
First of all, I would like to thank you, madam. It's a wonderful lecture. We have
Thank you,
got
sir.
lots of inputs with respect to IoT. But the thing is, I have a small doubt in my mind, because
Yes, sir.
nowadays there are so many things like AI and ML.
Yes, sir.
Can you throw a little bit of small light? Is there any difference between AI and IoT? I personally feel I think these both are a little bit overlap with one another. Can you
Yes, sir.
little bit
Yes, sir.
more explanation?
Yes, sir. That is IoT. We are saying that means all those devices have to act. Everything we are doing that, as I have already mentioned, it is going to collect the data and it is going to act upon it. But what is
Yes, ma'am.
AI? AI is going to what it is. It is going to collect the experiences that is already existing data, and based on that, it is going to react upon it. Therefore,
I understand.
they both are overlapping, as you mentioned. Therefore, artificial intelligence is going to collect the experiences or the data already available, and with that, it is going to react. Our Internet of Things is what it is. It is collecting the exact information and it is sending that information. But this Internet of Things is governed by the people or the persons, whoever is going to control. But that person is going to use the artificial intelligence technique to react upon it. Therefore, here with the help of that artificial intelligence technique, he can come out and what to do next. That is based on the previous years of experience, he is going to react upon it. That way, we are able to combine the artificial intelligence. But usually, what it is, if you say a robot means what it is going to do. It is going to whatever programs we are giving, that it is going to act upon. Therefore, here, if you are collecting the information and then doing same action, but here in between that analyzing is there. That analyzing how it is happening with the help of the artificial intelligence and also with the help of the machine learning techniques, we are able to analyze it and we are going to give a solution what to do the action. Therefore, it is overlapping.
Yes, ma'am. Then can we say IoT is a holistic concept and AI is the parts and parcel of IoT?
No, sir. If you take it as a Venn diagram like that, IoT
Yes,
is
yes.
interlinked with artificial intelligence and also machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of our artificial intelligence, but
Yes,
this
yes.
IoT is interlinked with that.
Okay.
Like
So
that.
IoT is a holistic concept, madam. Am I right? IoT
Yes,
is a
sir. It
holistic
is a
concept.
separate concept only, but interlinked with the AI.
AI. So AI is the small micro aspects which comes under IoT. Am I right, madam?
AI is not a micro aspect, it is also a macro aspect because
Yes, understand.
because if you take simply data collection is a one process and then
Yes, yes.
sending the data is another process. That analyzing part and action upon it is the major part. Therefore, that analyzation and action will be taken place with the help of artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Very wonderful section, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello.
If there is a few more minutes, I can share one point. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Valli, you want to ask something?
Very good, ma'am.
You are not audible, ma'am.
Very nice speaking, ma'am. Thank you, your speech, ma'am. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay. See, and I just want to conclude it with one more note because everyone is staying in the home and everyone is having so much of pressures, especially ladies and even gents also. Everyone is mentally, we are pressured more. To relieve that mental pressure, you make it as a practice every day, evening 5 to 6 timing. You can make a group dance by all the members of your family. Therefore, mentally, you will be relieved and you will have a very pleasant experience that is going to help us for 15 more days. Again, we have to be inside the house. Therefore, I just want to give it as a that is even some elderly people as there. You make everyone to dance. That is going to help them to shake their body. That is going to make everyone happy and also healthy also. Thank you for the session.
Any more questions, participants?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kindly Kindly mute your mic, please. Kindly mute your mic.
ஏய் எனக்கு கொண்டாடா பிஸ்கட்.
Yeah, ma'am, shall I leave?
லிட்டில் ஹார்ட்ஸ் கொண்டாடானா?
So,
ஏ ஏ ஏ நேரா கொண்டு வருவீங்க.
sir, shall I leave, sir?
Hello, madam.
Leave now?
தலைகீழே தூக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க சாப்பாட வீட்லயே.
Hello, madam.
அப்படியே இப்படி கொண்டு போ, அப்படி கொண்டு போய் நீட்டா வை.
Hello?
Akila, madam, are you there?
Hello,
ma'am.
Is any more questions? Any more questions to the guest? Please rise up. Or you can send your queries to our coordinate being shared in the chat box.
ஏய் இரு இரு.
And email ID is shared, or you can send it through a chat box so that we will note down the questions and we'll clarify and
Yes.
we'll send it back to you.
Sir, அங்க நம்ம ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணோம் இல்லையா, அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன், அந்த ஃபார்ம் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ண முடியுமா, ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுமா அது மாதிரி?
Yeah, I'll post my chat.
Participants, please register பண்ணாதவங்க register பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Please bear with us. It will take some time. We will send you the certificate.
Attendance form only, na, you are telling?
ஆமா ஆமா மேம், ஆமா சார், அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் ஃபார்ம். பாபு சார், பாபு சார்.
ஹலோ
எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார், கேக்குது.
கேக்குதா மேடம்?
மேடம் சார் தேங்க் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க மேடம். பால் சார் தேங்க் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க.
நீங்க நீங்க செஷன் மேம் பிரின்சிபல் சார்.
நான் கேட்கிறேன் மேடம்.
மேடம், can I go to vote of thanks, madam?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Go
sir.
ahead, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to everyone. I am honored to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks on this special lockdown period. I particularly like Dr. R. Lata, Professor and Head Department of Computer Science and Applications, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research, Avadi. Speeches where she mentioned the need of IT in real-time applications in this digital conference. The way in which she explained this subject was extraordinary. I would like to thank all those particularly participating, the professors, students, and organizing members. Finally, I again want to thank the principal and management. I would like to thank you again for making this event a success. And special thanks to Mr. Balaji, System Admin and PRO of our college. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Babu sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. At the end of the meeting.
அவன் என்ன தப்பிச்சானா?
Sir, Balaji sir. Sir, Balaji sir is there.
Sir, I am available, sir. I am available. Hello?
சார், நம்ம பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ்க்கு கொஞ்சம் சார், நம்மளோட பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் நம்ம எப்படியும் நம்ம பீப்புளா இருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் எல்லாரும்.
No, most of the other participants also there. Shall we end up this meeting now and then we'll discuss?
Okay. Slowly they are cutting down. Okay.
Madam is there.
Madam
இருக்காங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட
Ma'am? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Lata, ma'am?
மேம் ரெஃபர்டர்ல இல்ல மேம்.
Madam, left side, left.
Left. Okay, okay.
Okay, madam. We'll have a.
Ah,
மார்னிங் சார், பாலாஜி சார், இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கேன் சார். ஹலோ.
ஓல்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சார்,
ஆ
ஜெயின் காலேஜ்.
ஜெயின் காலேஜ் ஓல்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். பேருமா? கோபிநாத் சார்.
பாலசுப்ரமணியம்.
பாலசுப்ரமணியம். Okay. Your face.
Hi, sir.
Oh, okay, fine. I remember. How are you, man?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Very good.